Hey everybody, it's Mark T, and I'm here to talk, do a new episode of Anime Talk. Also, sorry I haven't uploaded any videos lately. I've been very busy with work and everything, so let's just get this video started. Now, this Anime Talk video is essentially just going to be a review, or essentially impressions, of the manga series, My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, which is essentially a series that focuses on a world in which 80% of most human beings have been given a power, essentially called quirks. And each person has a unique quirk. Whether it's useless or useful, well, it really depends on the person. And gradually, it's just, it's just a power. What's very interesting, however, is that there are schools for these students. Think kind of like Sky High, that Disney movie, in which all these powerful students go to school. Except, unlike in America, this is in Japan, you actually have to pass an entrance exam. Except instead of it being purely on intelligence, it's a lot more on physical stature and just what your powers can do. They even, like, for the opening exam of UA Academy, which is the main school that trains superheroes, they have to fight a bunch of robots. And, it's really interesting. Now, there are quite a few characters, but in this review, I'm just going to be talking about the main character, Izuku Midoriya, or maybe that's reversed. I've never really got a Japanese name. Who essentially is a young man that didn't have a quirk growing up. He was bullied by a lot of people, much like in the manga Iris Zero, where people have eye abilities, and if you don't, you get bullied by jackasses that think they're better than you. So essentially, this kid that was born with no powers that literally looked up to essentially the series version of Superman, except a little less perfect, and basically wanted to be a hero just like him. And gradually, while originally he doesn't have a quirk, eventually he is able to gain one from his favorite superhero, which is essentially just, it's super strength, but it also allows you to do a lot of other things, like jumping really high up, and, well, I haven't seen it as of yet, but apparently All Might can fly, so I have no idea. Now, there are also quite a few other characters, but I'll only be talking about the main bully in this series. Now, there's a young man named, I believe his name is Bakugo. I'm not sure if I'm saying that wrong or right, but essentially, Bakugo is a childhood friend and bully that Midoriya had throughout most of his life in school. His big dream is to become a hero, but not only that, he aims to reach a higher level of hero that is even better than All Might, who is essentially the most well-known and well-rounded hero in the series. So essentially, he constantly insults, he constantly cusses, he constantly bullies Midoriya. And Midoriya just takes it because originally he doesn't have any powers. And really, if you have no powers and you're standing up to a guy that can essentially just create flames in his hands as long as he's sweating, things do not bode well for you. Now, overall, this series does focus just on Midoriya, gradually improving, learning how to use the power that he gained from All Might, which is one for all. And, it's honestly very interesting. We meet a lot of other characters. A lot of them I can't really remember their names, but the few I do remember, aside from Midoriya and his bully, is a character named Ida, who is essentially a legacy hero. His entire family was a bunch of speed-based heroes, kind of like the speed. Shit, I can't remember what the name that the Flash family is, but essentially a lot like the Flash is in America. Except they don't always keep their same name, but generally they do all have super speed. That also brings up an interesting aspect in this series, in which even if your parents are superheroes, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can be one. And that's just the breaks. And moving on. So yeah, the story focuses on Miria going to UA, passing tests, and gradually improving. Currently in the series, a lot of major stuff has happened. I'm not, like, no way I'm going to spoil that for you, because you guys will have to check that out for yourself. And essentially right now he's being trained by All Might's trainer, which I really don't count as a spoiler, because, just, you'll see. Anyways, I absolutely love this series. There's hasn't been anything that I disliked about it. I find Midoriya is a very likable underdog type character that didn't get the chance to have powers, but now he's been given the chance to have powers, and he wants to do everything that's right. Also, even before he had powers, he had a very strategical mind. He writes down everything he knows about heroes that he sees to essentially think of strategies, either to take them down if they go evil, I assume, or just to know what their powers and memorize who they are. And honestly, it's really good. It is my favorite in terms of all hero-based manga series. I mean, I realize there are series like Ratman and Hero Mask, which are good, but this series deep down really represents what being a hero is all about. It's not about the powers. It's not about being famous. It's about doing what's right when when you can. And really, that's something I absolutely love about the series. Although, at the same time, they never really state the fact that being human can also be strong. I mean, you don't have to have superpowers. Although, I'm assuming in that world there's no such thing as Batman, so really, I don't know. Anyways, that's all for now. I don't want to spoil anything else. But if you enjoyed this, please leave a comment down below, or like this video, or subscribe, or whatever you want to do. And honestly, if you really like the series, or if you want to read the series, I'm going to put a link down below to its page on manga books. Anyway, that's it for now. So I'll see you later.